me fix my hair since we're already rolling over here.
Just to let everybody know, I think I met Drea before at an event, and I had a huge spot right next to my unit.
You pissed yourself?
No, and then I wiped it off because it was coffee, and then I came in, and she has a huge spot next to her unit.
Oh, the two of us do.
Is that not funny?
Did you piss yourself
No,
today?
it's coffee.
You were cleaning it.
Yeah, I was cleaning it off.
I'm staring at your fucking junk right now.
It's okay, Robbie's in there.
Sorry.
Robert.
I have, mine looks like Robbie
looks
blew
like
a
you
load
and
on
Robbie.
me.
Jesus Christ.
But
we just started.
We just
early.
met. But no, it was my dog. I have a huge Mastiff who drools all over me the minute the snacks come out. Snacks.
Wait, hold on. It's gonna be cool. It is 67.
Do you understand that I am 54 and just started menopause?
You're
I'm gonna fucking
Italian.
strangle you today.
Are
it's
you
Sunday. I don't even know if I can talk on Sundays.
That is so nice that you're not going to strangle me today. Because you know what's funny about you? You do have the tough girl energy, but you know you have the chill girl energy.
Yeah, I'm pretty chill.
Here's the first thing I just noticed about you, and I remember this about you. You're a music head.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
I'm a groupie. Let's get straight. Let's get it straight here. I'm a fucking groupie.
Big time?
Like huge.
Not Pamela Despar's level. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
Do you know that one?
Yes.
The Deep Cut.
Yeah, I've heard. I've never read her book.
Her book is. I didn't read
crazy?
it, but yeah, I mean, I'm with the band. It's like the original playbook.
I think she might have said something about my kid's grandfather in that book.
Waylon?
Yeah. Right?
Oh.
Is there a piece in that? Am I crazy?
I never read it, but I just remember seeing experts.
Now my ex will be mad at me. I don't know. I think that there was.
Okay, well you are an act, but
I love music. I think music is the fucking most amazing thing. I even if it's not at the right frequency, I still love it. I'm not really a groupie. I refuse to go backstage unless it's someone I'm really close to. I hate when everyone's like, "Come on, let's go backstage. You have like the tickets, the backstage." I'm like, I'm not fucking going backstage unless there's like a real I want my daughter to meet somebody who I know she thinks is cool, or my son, or so I'm not a real groupie, but I do love music.
But you always have been rock and roll, and it's so funny how the public really doesn't. I think they know it now, but when you came on, you were like an Italian, fucking Marissa Tomei character type. But you're much more than that. But you are from New York, the city.
I'm from Queens.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
You're a real
Fucking bridge
one.
and tunnel, baby. But
Wow.
I wasn't allowed to stay in Queens. Oh my God, I'm fucking hot.
You're a hot ass Italian right now.
Hot.
Keep that near your mouth. Nothing weird there. Just kidding, Bob. Listen, you guys can't believe how tall I am.
I can't believe how tall you are.
Thank you.
I didn't. But where did we meet? Did we meet at like an MTV?
Pam
event?
Cole, my old manager, 3 Arts. I know I've gone to events.
Arts.
Yeah, but I went to events a lot, and you were in New York, and I was on the WB when you're on HBO, and she used to represent Marissa. I'm sure we've met an event because I know we have.
Yeah, I didn't go out too much, but back in those days,
Yeah, but you went to
we
like
would host like
MTV parties.
MTV, yeah. If I was like presenting an award,
VH1.
I think I hosted the VH1 awards one year.
Yes.
That was a big deal for me because I'm very shy.
You don't seem it.
I used to be. I'm not now. Since COVID, I'm no longer shy.
So, has a whole thing changed since COVID for you?
Oh yeah, everything. I'm a different person. It's crazy. I don't even know what I was doing before that, aside from being a mom. But I guess that was the transition of I'm a mom, so I have to pay closer attention and know how to talk about certain things and not lie to my kids or be misinformed.
It's crazy because I feel like really it started kind of with the Me Too movement, and then it went into the canceling, and then COVID, and then that's totally changed Me Too.
Yeah, I didn't get the Me Too movement. I stayed away from that too. When I remember an agent was like, I went to give him a hug, hello, and they wouldn't touch me, and I was like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "What? Why is that guy such a fucking cocksucker? Why was he so rude?" And they're like, dude, it's the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so we can't hug people anymore? I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I was like, okay, yeah, everybody just started to act so squirrely. Look, I don't know. I should probably keep my mouth shut on that.
What are you talking about?
It's Sunday.
Your mouth.
You have me here on a Sunday.
Yes,
I'm going to
God
plead the
bless you.
fifth, just like Fauci.
I
Fucking
know.
fifth.
I know. Wait, you want to keep your mouth shut? Why?
On the Me Too
Do you think
stuff?
it was overreach?
I think like everything else in society now, I think back then I wasn't paying close enough attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I look back at everything felt like a controlled narrative, or a distraction, or I don't know. I don't know when women began to feel like they completely lost all their power. I'm not I can't call myself a feminist, although somebody might say I am. I just, I'm not gonna put a fucking pussy hat on my head and run around town, and I might put a big cock hat on my head, maybe, and run around town because I love men, but I love women too.
Wipe her up, Bobby. Wipe her up now.
Come on,
Sweaty
marry
menopause
me.
and all. Wow. A cock
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love women too. I love everybody.
But they're annoying. You know that.
I mean, we can be. I have to say,
You're
I
different.
might be, Robbie, I might be less annoying than most chicks. Come on, you got to give it to me.
No.
Yell, scream.
You are, for sure. No, you're fucking down.
I also think that when you're my age, you've gotten all that annoying bullshit out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in my 30s, I was still figuring out who I was.
But how did you get into acting? Did you start younger or older?
I was older. I grew up in the theater with my mom.
So you're a theater kid.
Yeah, that's why, I grew up in Queens.
That's crazy.
I
You are
wasn't.
so
I
not
hated
that
it.
energy.
No, I know. Well, when I did Sopranos, I wouldn't do press in the beginning. I refused, and we had just become so huge and everything. You would think that I want to do all this stuff. Oh my God, I'm famous. I want to go out and promote my show. We didn't have to do that stuff back then. We didn't have social media. They didn't care if you did press or not. But I didn't want anybody to know that I wasn't 100% that girl. I didn't want to not have an accent when I would speak on, I do have an accent, but I don't have that accent. But I didn't want to take away from who she was, because I really believed in what I was doing back then. Young actor, grew up in the theater. So I wanted to embrace that character and never break. So yeah. So I grew up in, what was it? My mom was a playwright.
I thought your mom was literally slicing bologna. The
No.
way you talk, it's crazy.
No, my grandmother was stirring the sauce with fucking black eyes.
Black
Yeah,
eyes.
she would get the shit beat out of her by her husband. Her father too, maybe. But
I
anyhow,
thought you said stirring the sauce with black guys. That was whole different.
black guys. I mean, she might have been. that would have gotten her a black eye in her neighborhood back then.
We're not even 10 minutes in. So wait,
Sundays, don't
She
speak.
was making the gravy.
Yeah, my mom refused to cook clean. She was a completely different mom, and is that my phone? Sorry.
No, something annoying.
A completely different Italian mother. She refused to go down the way all the Italian American moms were doing life in America at that time. Her father was in the mafia.
Oh my God.
He died at 50 at the track with his face in a plate of spaghetti or something. Although I just read about him on the Google or the AI or some shit, and it said it was a steak. So I don't know.
What?
But that's what she would write about all the time, was the mafia. All of her, and she taught playwriting for years at HB Studios. She was, do you know who Herbert Berghoff is?
Of course.
She was his
OG.
protege.
Wow.
And Uta Hagen was always in her plays. So I grew up with them. And I was like, fuck this. I don't want to be in the fucking theater on my birthday. These people are playing house all day long, and here I am. I want to go home and play house with my friends. These adults rolling around, crying, all this, performative shit. I was like, no, I will never fucking do this. And I was mad at my mom for always being in the theater and not at home. Because I was raised by a nanny, mostly. I was, I know I come across like I was hanging out under the fucking Whitestone Bridge. I was. I definitely did that. But they sent me off to school in Manhattan when I was little.
This is crazy.
Oh, you really thought I was a scrappy motherfucker?
Yes. Well, you are.
I'm pretty scrappy, but they were warriors. My family was like, they're like a bunch of warriors.
Here, for everyone listening, only the super people will get that deep cut. Uta Hagen, Herbert Berghoff, basically they're right under Stanislavski as the original proteges of what American acting is, meaning naturalistic acting that Marlon Brando kind of really started and everybody's ran with. The fact that you grew up under their tutelage, so you could be the biggest snob in the world because you have that history, but yet you come off as this like little street, not in a bad way, rat. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you, give me my fucking dollar, you fuck. You know what I mean? So it's crazy because everyone wants that, but you actually have the actual lineage. This is why I love this. It has to shut up all the fakes, all the people that act like they're like, oh, I'm in the theta. I mean, you really were. You are.
Yeah, I was around
it's incredible.
It a lot. I remember, I had to watch.
And you can hold your own at a dice game. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, my dad was tough. My dad was from Arthur Avenue. I think Arthur Avenue. He was a Bronx boy. Didn't even have shoes. He'd have to wait for his brothers to come home to trade out shoes so he could go out.
Wow.
So then later on in life, he'd have 100 pairs of shoes. He was like fucking Imelda Marcos in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
But she wouldn't allow him to stay in the mafia. He had started out that way. And she was like, I'm not marrying someone who's like my fucking father. So you either pick me or one of those families. Because he was offered I just found this out after he died. He was offered a button by all of the families except the Gambinos.
What's a button?
Like to be a made guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
And I didn't know that when I did The Sopranos. I knew that we were like there were things, but I never knew that my dad was possibly that close to it.
May I say this respectfully? You didn't know that your family was.
Yeah. Well, they weren't. My dad went legit when
But you were adjacent.
Yes.
Okay.
I plead the fifth.
Does anyone do that anymore?
After
Am
I
I
say
the only
yes. guy? Is that an old school? It's like a 50s?
Will you do it for me?
With my nose ring? Oh.
You don't get what that is?
I forget what it is.
I'm Irish, but from the suburbs, so I'm like.
It's like a sign. Like don't use it.
Yo, you know him?
Okay.
That was what they did in Philly. I forget the guy that was a big gangster in Philly, but he used to do that all the time. But it was.
I remember seeing.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Correct me in the comments. Anyway, this is all respect. So
you can't disrespect me.
No, I would never. But I can't.
No,
I know
you can't.
Like
it wouldn't even. It would fly right over my head. I'd be like.
By the way, you are sweating, and then it's okay.
How's it going to look on film though?
Looks great.
It's going to be great.
Little,
all
like
fucking
an 80s aerobic video.
I'm gonna wait. Maybe I should get off this fucking couch.
No,
for a
stay,
minute.
please.
Hold
stay.
on.
You're
hold
in camera.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. I'm
Robbie.
I'm gonna sit forward a little bit.
By the way,
that's my camera, right? I'm fine. I'm
edit
good.
all of it.
All right.
So
I'm gonna take my fucking shoes off. I'm gonna take my pants off.
You know what? I probably only seen 4 episodes of Sopranos, and
That's okay.
And every time I watch, I was glued. And the only reason is because I'm too busy doing my own shit, like we all are. But like, I have this whole thing, and I'm gonna sit down for a week and watch the whole series.
I just started with my son.
So to watch them all.
Yeah, I only watched it once, and I watched it when it aired back then.
Yeah, see, that's awesome. Because like, I've probably only seen Scream maybe 3 times.
I watched it when it came out in theaters.
Oh, thank you. But
Yeah.
people like say I saw it 100 times last year. I'm like, what?
I
So
know.
it's like people think we really don't. You
No.
don't really watch your stuff.
No, I don't watch anything I'm in.
No. I kind of like doing that now. Just doing it, hope for the best.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to obsess.
Even doing the podcast, like I'm like, what did I say on my fucking podcast?
Yes.
I'm like, did I say something fucking insane? And then someone's like, yo, why did you say that? And I'm like, what did I say? I didn't say that. Yes, you did. I feel like all podcasters are like that now. Like, oh, I didn't say that. Yes, you fucking did.
It is, and we are, And the reason I want to talk to you is because, well, I think we're probably very much aligned.
Are you from New York?
I'm from Philly.
Oh, you are. You already said that, right?
Yeah.
See, moments like this will happen often while we're sitting here.
This happens to me all the time. And I couldn't remember Chris Pratt's name today. So this happens. So it was Chris. I just couldn't remember Chris. So I noticed that you started being very vocal. And like you're, like me, you're in the business. You've done so many things in this business. And you've done sitcoms. You've done dramatic series. You've been on shows that won Emmys. I don't know if you won an Emmy. You've probably been nominated. And have you won? Or yeah,
I have one.
You won.
I got one.
That's incredible. You have awards. And like now you're in a very different place. It doesn't mean you're not going to go back to doing that, but I don't know where your head's at. And what you even think this business is anymore.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I will say that in the last 4 years, once the whole vaccine mandate thing was what set it off. I always sort of thought the government was bullshit, that it was always theater, that both sides were the same side. So I never voted in my life. And then somehow people got in my head, it might have been my kids, and the school and a lot of the kids there. And I ended up voting for fucking Biden.
What year?
I don't even fucking...
When he won?
After Trump.
2020?
Yeah.
You voted for a corpse.
I did it. I did that. No, the first one. The first. And then I voted for Trump.
You voted for Biden in 2020.
What before like right when at the start of COVID, and then when all of my freedom started to feel like we were losing my house.
You were losing your house here?
Yeah, over the whole shutdown, not being able to work. I never really cared about having a career. So when we talk about the industry and stuff like that, it never really appealed to me. It was okay. I had a good time. I always cared more. Like after Sopranos, I just wanted to follow my boyfriend at the time on the road. Like I really didn't give a fuck about being in another show after that. I felt like I'd reached the pinnacle of writing, coming from a family where my mom was this like incredible writer. Her stuff's never been published. We're working on that. We're going to publish her stuff now that she's passed away. But I really didn't give a fuck. I cared more about my relationships with people. So I wanted to follow my boyfriend around at the time. It was my baby daddy. But then I got Joey. Everybody convinced me to do it. I did it against my will. I did not want to do it. I didn't want to act for a while. And I didn't want to play the same character again because I believed that acting was important at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't want to stereotype myself. And I was like, super precious about it. And then, whatever. So I had kids. And once I had my kids, I really cared even less about it. I couldn't get down with the celebrity part. I tried to do it a little bit. I knew I was never going to buy fancy clothes and care about what I was wearing. I knew I'd be more comfortable in my fucking sweatpants and not on a red carpet. When I got nominated for the Emmy, I tried every which way not to go because I didn't want to have to do an acceptance speech in case I won, because that was very scary to me to be, I just never really felt like I belonged anywhere. So playing different characters, that was great because I didn't have to be myself. Mm-hmm. I can just jump into some other thing. I hate playing characters that are like myself. I really love only doing the Italian thing now, like that super Italian American thing where I'm talking like this. Like that's my favorite. Now that I'm older and not precious about acting, if I could just do that for the rest of my life, like just stick to what you're good at. I'm good at that. I like doing it now. I don't have to be good at something else. But for the last 4 years, when everything sort of imploded and social media became like really psychotic through COVID and people were really hyper-focused on it, and just all of the talk of Hollywood and secret societies and demons and this and that. But I have to say, I fell into that pit for a good portion of time, and I thought, I never want to go back to this. And then all of a sudden, I'm campaigning for fucking presidents. And I'm like, who the fuck am I?
Who'd you campaign for?
At first, I was with Kennedy's team, and then they were going to make an announcement, asked us to come to Arizona, and that's when he joined Trump. And I was like, okay. I was so put off by what was going on during COVID that I really did believe that we could at least buy time with the changing of the guard. Even though it's not a real true changing of the guard, there's still some people in there that I had some respect for. So I didn't give a fuck about going back to acting. I had already been so outspoken over the vaccines. I didn't intentionally become outspoken. I opened a fucking OnlyFans page, and that went viral. And then all of a sudden,
I wonder why.
And then all of a sudden, I'm on Fox News every fucking day. Like, they want me to bash on celebrities. I became the only person who would speak out against actors that were psychotically campaigning for Biden. And
you are going against Biden.
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
Okay. And so
now I don't give a fuck about any of them. But at that moment in time, it felt like a pivotal moment in history. But it's probably not a pivotal moment in history. I'm sure periods like this have happened repeatedly over millennia in different people's life periods. But this was our period. This was our awakening. This was our, like, what the fuck's going on? We've been reset so many times, I think, throughout millennia but this was ours. And I was, very much awake during all of that, or so I thought I was. You're as awake as they'll allow you to be if you're paying attention to, the phone, the computers, the news. A lot of it has to do with, I guess, just some sort of instinct. I don't know.
Well, what was one of the first things that you said, I got to push back on this? Are you a pure blood?
Yeah.
Obviously. Your children are pure bloods?
Yeah.
Good.
I like that that we have terminology.
I'm a PB.
You are? Okay, yeah. Good to know.
Doesn't mean peanut butter and jelly. What about Big Rob?
Yep. And he was not going to be. And he had to go on the road. Yeah. And they were pressuring him. And I could say no to my acting jobs because I'm like, fuck it, I don't need to do this. But music's his life, and music is different. That's what I was saying about like the Hollywood
I lost
thing.
So much respect. I can't talk. Respect for pussy ass musicians.
Me too.
Oh God, what pussies? What fucking pussies? I want to name so bad. I do name one. I did the dude's festival. He had a comedy tent. It was incredible. I already kind of talk shit, but I'm not gonna. But they like make sure you get your booster to come to my show. But you're supposed to be evil. These rockers.
It was fucking evil.
Fucking puss.
But the other thing is, do they know? Are they just ignorant?
No,
they don't know.
I think it's.
Yeah. I do too, to a degree, but I think that a lot of people...
Like when Neil Young was like, I'm taking my stuff off Spotify. Good.
I took all my Neil Young, like, big art photos off my walls after that. I was really mad.
But, okay, so I know, here's what's crazy. These guys are supposed to, like, be, like, this anti-establishment, and then they are bitching down.
I couldn't believe that. I was so disheartened by him because this is supposed to be a hippie. I grew up listening to his fucking music. Every concert has a giant propaganda microphone that they bring out on stage.
I know.
Everything's about freedom of speech, and now you want to shut down Joe Rogan?
It's insane.
Yeah.
But like like Bruce Springsteen, it's like, are you out of your mind?
I can't. I'm like...
So wait, so what you lost?
And then listen to Clapton. When Clapton came out and talked about the fact that he
was normal, right?
Well, he came out guns blazing because he lost the ability to use his hand.
So he talked about it.
Yeah, he came out against it.
Okay, Drea.
There were a few.
Drea, here before I ask you this next question, because I just have to tell you this. I don't understand when I would be on set. You would be on set. I don't know your politics. I don't know your gender.
And who cares?
I don't know your sexual preference. I don't know what you go home at night and do. It's none of my business, nor I cared. I know we at the rap party, we're all taking pictures, doing shots, going, maybe we'll go 12 eps, right?
Right.
And everyone hung. And now we're so separated.
Yeah.
And I can't, like, what happened this week with the Fauci shit and what I posted a bit that I did, and it's got so much engagement, and there's people that absolutely love it and absolutely detest it. And I'm like, I don't understand what reality is for people anymore. Like, I'm looking at people and they literally cannot say I was wrong. They can't say I was misinformed. Have you ever remember it like this?
I do feel like they have their scripts. I don't think the media is allowed to function as, it's not independent. It's not.
I know, but people can't accept one thing. If like, it's so crazy how what we believe is a truth that you can actually see it. Like, these are my fingers.
Yeah.
These are my fingers, and people are like, no, they're your toes. And I'm like, no, they're my fingers.
Look, I understand if people
It's crazy.
are living in a bubble. And I lived in a bubble most of my life and didn't pay much mind to any of the fake history that was before us. I never fucking knew. I'm realizing things now. But I think about those people who have no clue what's going on, and I think, that's great. Now I feel like that's great for them. I wonder. But then I think, as long as they're not peddling narratives, fucking being pissed off and screaming and yelling at their opposition, just be in a bubble and say, I don't know anything. I don't know anything, and good for fucking you. You're going to live longer because of it. But if you're someone who doesn't know anything, but you're gung-ho on the thing that you think you know, which is this other narrative, which usually lately lives on the left. It's also on the right too now. I think now we know. I think now more than ever we know. Like, this whole thing is fucked. this whole fucking thing is fucked. And to answer your question, watching it unfold in the last year, I'm like, fuck, I just want to go back to acting. I just want to go back to make believe. Like, I was saying for a while, I don't want to act anymore. I don't care. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck that place. And now I'm like, where can you sign me up? I would like to go back to acting and playing make-believe, because what's going to happen? I mean, we'll sit here and keep talking about the truth about certain topics and stuff, but, once you go too far, you're just going to get in more and more trouble. I mean, I feel like
Did you get canceled? No.
I never got canceled because I wasn't, I wasn't really high enough in the world of Hollywood to garner
known.
a cancel. I know who I am when I walk on the street with the fans. That's different. But within Hollywood, people like me, but I'm not like, women my age don't really work that much. I mean, we get jobs here and there and stuff. I never also really, I never pursued it, and I would never work outside of New York or LA. So that would limit me. So I was not an easy person for an agent to have in their agency. Like, I was just kind of a wild card. So I wasn't canceled, but I did cancel. I think I just canceled myself. It's like, I'll do it before you have a chance to. I'm not going to get the vaccine. I can't come work on your production. Things like my agent dropped me without a phone call.
Who is your agent? Tell me his name.
Some chick.
What's her name?
And I liked her. She was so much fun.
What agency?
I won't even say it.
Ho! Name the agency. Nah. Name the hoe.
Fuck it. And then my manager was also.
What a hoe. Please name her.
I can't do it. Because I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, everybody had their own experience.
Without a phone call? How long were you together?
Not that long, but we had a rapport and we had mutual friends. And I'm actually having dinner with one of her friends tonight.
Are you going to bring it up?
No.
Why are you having dinner with that person?
When shit like that happened, not with the agent. No, fuck the agent.
No, you're having dinner with a friend of the agent that dropped you.
Because she's a childhood friend of mine. And
was she a big agency, yes or no?
Yeah, one of the ones. Not huge. I left the big agencies a while ago.
Why she dropped you?
She told my manager she's not going to get vaccinated. There's nothing we can do for her at this point. And I had said to her, I got vaccinated. I had a card, And my daughter didn't want me to use it. She's like, you can't do that, Mama. You've taught us never to lie.
Good for your daughter.
So I was like, you're right, but we're going to lose our house.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back. Is your agent a wild lib?
She must be. Yeah, I'm sure. They all are. Every fucking body is. Come on.
I know. Was your manager?
I'm a wild lib.
No, you're not.
But I am. In my mind, I was. In my mind, I was. And then I felt complete. And not really, because I never subscribed to any political party and I never voted. So I thought it was all horse shit.
I'm with you. I'm a lib too, but we're not what they consider it now. Meaning, I'm not. No. I'm everything. I believe make money. Okay. Pay your taxes. Get as many write-offs as you can. I believe in the police. I believe in borders. I believe in healthy fucking food. And I believe you work hard, play harder. What else you want me to tell you? Do whatever you want in your personal life. Leave the children alone. Everyone can't do shit until they're 18. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. That's
Simple.
my exact fucking philosophy. And
but
sovereignty.
I'm a psychopath?
Of course.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
Not you.
Fuck
you. Not you. Listen, but hold on. This agent.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
You got me mad now.
Oh, my fucking
You got me mad.
My manager was just as bad.
Where are you eating tonight? I'm going to hire somebody on Fiverr to egg the window. You got me so mad. Who is this fucking rat agent? Do you understand these agents can't do shit? God, you got me crazy. They can't do shit. Let me tell you how agents work. They all suck off the queen bee, and they go, here's a little bit of money until you get her a job. And they have no balls because they can't survive. Only real managers in New York who have nothing live. They eat when you eat. And if you don't eat, they don't eat. That's why you want a real manager and a real agent, because the rest are getting a salary. And then she could fire you because you were disposable to her. And she didn't want to ruin her career. And that's crazy. She didn't believe in you.
Yeah, well,
she didn't believe in you.
Well, my manager, who was with me for years, was worse.
Who was that?
He was worse because
New York or LA?
He knew I was having a rough time. He was an LA guy, also introduced to me by my friend that I'm having dinner with tonight, by the way. And
I'm more angry for you than you are.
When the OnlyFans page popped off, there was all this press coming in. And I didn't have a publicist or anything. You know, I'm not making money here. That's why we did the OnlyFans thing. So.
Wait, you really have an OnlyFans?
I really do.
What's up with that promo code?
It's OnlyFans for grannies is the promo code. I'm just kidding.
See, they got a good laugh. You cut the joke a little bit.
I'm not a grandma.
What about the celebrity discount?
It's free. There's a free page. No. There's a free page. There's a free page.
So wait, let's go back.
But hold on, the fucking manager, which was worse to me than the fucking, cowardly agent. The manager gets all these press requests. When I say all these press requests, that week it might have been 2. One of them was Fox, and I go, "Can you answer? I have to try to, we'll just try to do a little damage control here." And he goes, "I'm not answering anybody because I wasn't included in the launching of your OnlyFans page." I said, "I'm losing my home, bro, and you know this. And we've been together for years. Wouldn't you want to do something to help me?" Like, I didn't know the OnlyFans page was going to suddenly make a bunch of money, and it's a short-lived thing. It's not like, I'm not really fucking doing anything on there that's going to, it's not porn.
Slow your roll. Okay, so...
Like I said, I'm not going to talk on Sunday.
So
he wouldn't fucking answer my press request. I had to go find a publicist. I had to go find people that were like-minded, that don't hate me for not getting the fucking vaccine, to help me find a publicist who will help me in that area.
Hold on.
Because nobody in Hollywood is, everybody hates anybody who might not be, triple vaxxed.
A lemming. Okay, so wait, why were you losing your house?
Okay, so they convinced us, my business, just friends of mine, the people that were taking forbearances and shit, because I couldn't take any of these jobs. A lot of them were in Canada.
So you were getting offers.
I was getting small offers.
And you couldn't take them because you were honest and said you were not vaxxed. And not lying, which a lot of people did.
And I wasn't outspoken about it either. I just said, no, I can't work right now.
And you were losing jobs. How much do you think you lost in employment?
Not a lot, because like I said, I'm
200
I'm
Gs?
not a career. Yeah, I mean, I had enough to survive. I would always go back to work when I knew I needed to put aside a chunk of money for the mortgage. I was not.
It ain't chump change.
People think I'm made of fucking money. Everyone sees me coming. They're like, "Here comes that rich bitch from The Sopranos," and it's like, no, I'm not at all. In fact, I live a pretty fucking normal life. But I had to do that, Paige, to get a lien off my house after foreclosure.
So you were paying your thing like a normal actress. You're paying your mortgage.
I took a forbearance. I called the company, the mortgage company, when I got a foreclosure notice, and I said, "You guys, I'm on a forbearance with you guys and all this stuff," and they said, "Don't worry about the foreclosure. We know what's going on. Everything's fine. Those notices just get spit out." And then I get a second one. And now it means you have like a week or something before we're going to sell your house. And I go, because they convinced me to take an extra part of the forbearance. And I did it. I did all of it.
What does forbearance mean again? It means they give you a lenience?
You know something I kind of forgot. But you don't pay your mortgage now, and they tack it on to the end of your mortgage. Yes, okay. So when I went, finally, actors don't look at their finances.
True.
It's like Monopoly money. I give my money to anybody who fucking needs it. I've spent it on everyone else and my kids, whatever. I'm not like, clearly I don't have, a fancy purse or shoes or car or anything like that.
And the minute her rent's due and she goes, "Can somebody help me?" They're all fucking gone.
Oh,
Scurry.
Yeah, even in my family. Yeah, because they were like, you should just have gotten the shot because now you're hurting other people. You're hurting your kids. You're going to hurt other people in the world. I'm not going to name names, but then that same person within my family came back to me and was like, when they saw the OnlyFans page and they saw all the press on it, they were like, "Good for you. Good for you. Fuck them for calling you a whore because you're on OnlyFans now. Like, you stand up for what, And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I could have avoided all of this had you just given me the fucking money that I could have paid you back in 2 weeks for, that I asked for, but nobody would help. So that was my situation.
Are you tight with them now?
Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. But I'm not going to hold a fucking grudge against anyone that was.
You got stink on them, though.
I know. I know that. But what does that do for me? You know what I mean? Like when I'm just, life is so fucking short. My family is my family. My friends are my friends. And yes, everything changed. We all slipped into different dimensions. I do think that fucking CERN that's turning on and off and on and off, and everyone is just, and the ones that are going to stay with their feet on the ground, either we can be as hateful as the rest of them and as doubtful as the rest of them, or we can just keep on trying to love everybody.
Good luck. I'm not saying you hate anybody. I'm just saying remember who was a rat.
Sometimes I wonder how I got so soft.
A little bit.
Being a mom, maybe?
A little bit.
I'm pretty fucking soft.
A little bit. I mean, we're going to take your fucking gravy ladle away from you.
All you need is love.
Sunday
All you need
gravy.
is love, Jamie.
Come
on.
Bit. I need you to go see a guy about a thing. Where's that girl?
Listen, I still love to hear myself curse people out in my house.
We love it.
But I don't think that I want to go and do it to people's faces. Because I feel like it's not helping the problem that this whole world is facing right now. The hatred from the left towards us. I have so many of my friends that think I'm a fucking piece of shit because I voted for Trump.
How are they your friends?
And they think I'm still they probably think I'm a bigger piece of shit because now everybody hates Trump who is even on the right. So I'm just like, I would never hate you for making the choices you made.
Are they your friends?
Yeah.
They hate you? That's a big word.
They don't hate me. Some people don't hate, but some people would rather keep their distance because of that or don't want to talk about it. They only want to talk about it when they have a similar issue come up where they're like, I understand now where you're coming from. It's messy. And I can't hold it against people because they just don't know. I don't even think half the people on the right that are railing against this administration right now even know why they're so pissed. Everybody's pissed. Everyone's married to their fucking hatred.
Good line.
I can't do it anymore.
Good line. Yeah, but here, see, I have a guy, and I was just talking to him, and he wakes me up with some crazy-ass text. And he was like, against Trump. I'm not even Joe MAGA. I'm just a guy who's common sense. But I believe in the original Formula woman. Like, when she pulls her pants down, there's not a 9-incher. Is that too much to ask? Like, I don't want.
Hold on a second. Let me fucking show you.
I just don't want to have somebody, bigger than me. You know what I'm saying, in the room. That's all I'm asking for. And so that makes me a piece of crap. Okay. But I'm not. I'm just a person. We ask questions. So this guy is a wild, loony liberal, but he's the sweetest guy. And our number one common denominator is comedy. And I said, dude, let's meet this week. I'm going to buy you coffee because I had to catch up with him. He can't stand the shit I talk about, but we make each other laugh.
That's great.
But that's like, and he's crazy vocal to me, to my face, but he makes me laugh. So I don't care. So I can be cool with people like that.
But you guys had something going during that time, the comedians. Like,
well, it's wild.
To me, you're a comedian more than like just a fucking actor. I mean, you're an actor and you're a great actor, but you guys had this like really. I know a lot of them went against each other, but you guys kept it so fucking real. If you can't laugh about it, I mean, that's what SNL built their entire world on, and now all of a sudden, you guys were the only ones that had kind of the permission. You guys became the warriors.
Well, I think obviously the big ones did, and I think that, they empowered me. I think that comedy, I used to think what different forms of entertainment were, and comedy to me became the most important art form because I lost a lot of respect for actors. Not the ones speaking out that I don't agree with, because at least they're speaking out. There are actors I don't agree with, but it's that they're not open to anything. It's just their ideas and that's it. Yeah. But a lot of actors just, don't talk and they don't stand for anything, and that's BS. And a lot of musicians who made a ton of money were just, shaming people. I lost a lot of respect there. But it was comedians that really were yapping, and that's our job. Our job is to look at something and go, that's a little weird, and then talk about it. But that fact that we're getting shamed for that was crazy. And a lot of people then entered the space that aren't, traditional comedians. And the thing is this, is like, there's so much happening and you say so much. I want to kind of drill in on something here. So OnlyFans. Now, no, but here's what happened. So you were losing your house and you really opened an OnlyFans.
I really did it.
And you did it. How did that idea come to you? I mean, obviously, I know why, but, like, you're beautiful, so it's like, okay, let's do that. But, like, you don't play into your dad at all. You're an actress first.
No, I never.
Your looks are a bonus.
I never really played into any of it.
No. You were sexy, but you never, like, played, like you used your looks.
If you would look at my Instagram page, like, I never posted selfies.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really why I could do it and why it might have made a difference. Honestly, we were going to use the OnlyFans platform to start a podcast because I was afraid that I'd be censored too much to talk about stuff, just out there in the world. And, I probably should have done that because we don't really do any major numbers on my podcast because either, we're banned or blocked, or I haven't promoted it yet, even though it's been up for a minute. I still haven't promoted it. This is probably the first other podcast I'm doing since the election. This and Corolla, that was it. Because before, during the election times, I was out there in the press nonstop, speaking out against all of the, like, corporate capture, corruption, all that sort of stuff. But I never, like I said, I never used my Instagram. I hate social media. I used to hate it even more years ago, because I never had it. So I didn't really know, like, what this thing was. Like, when I would have to do, like, I remember when I did this show with J-Lo, Shades of Blue, they wanted us to do all this tweeting. And I'm like, what the fuck is this new way of doing press? Can I just do an interview or just do radio shows in the morning? I'm so stuck in the fucking 80s, So we were going to do the podcast on there. And so I set up the page. And we were in a really bad spot. We knew that the foreclosure was around the corner. My house flooded, so I couldn't sell the house quickly. It flooded right as I was getting news of the last foreclosure. It was so weird. It was almost like it was divine intervention. I thought I was being punished, I remember saying to Robbie, like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to us? And he's like, it was so weird. Bless you.
Thank you.
But it ended up being divine intervention. It was like that house doesn't want me to leave it. The house has a crazy history and it's haunted and everything. Haunted in a good way. It's good vibes. It's, Hollywood Canyon weird vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Music vibes. It's got a lot of the music vibes.
There's a lot of history up there.
Yeah, and a lot of women lived in my house. So I feel like somebody might have been pulling some strings for me in that house. They were like, "You're not leaving. You will stay here forever." But we opened the OnlyFans page as a placeholder for the podcast. That week, I remember we had no money left and we had no vacation. The kids hadn't done anything for the summer. So I took everybody. I go, where can we go that's close? Let's go to Yosemite and I'll take you all. And kids, invite your friends. Let's just do a whole big family trip. I'm going to max out the fucking credit card. I don't care. And then I break my toe. And I'm like, okay. Clearly no one wants me to go to fucking Yosemite. So we go to Tahoe. And
wait, so you have no money.
No money.
Your house is flooded. It's full of the ghost of musical Laurel Canyon past. Can I say that?
The house, had just fixed the flood and we got out of the foreclosure.
Okay.
But now I have a lien on my house.
You have a lien on your house and you're like, screw it. Let's go on a vacation.
I had to do something for my
Mama's
kids.
opening an OnlyFans.
No, I didn't know I was going to do OnlyFans yet.
Okay, good.
No, I was like, let's go. I'm taking you guys to Tahoe. We're
like
gonna
Christmas, I guess.
And Robbie's like, you're out of your fucking mind. We have nothing left right now. And I go, we're doing this.
Robbie
kids,
was correct.
We're going to do something with the family. We need to do something fun and not think about it and not worry about it. And something will come. Something will happen. We go. I'm like, tomahawk steaks. The whole fucking thing. We stay in a cheap place, but we go out for nice dinners and my kids are everything. And they brought one of their friends and we brought a friend and a friend who would later on betray us, who I thought was a friend, and another fucking crazy thing.
You got a lot of these in your life.
Yes, I do. Because as much as I doubt people, I trust them because I give people the benefit and I love everybody. I really love everyone until you fucking show me who you really fucking are. And sometimes it takes 3 times. Like, I'll give you chances. And then once you have said enough shit about me and I've heard it repeatedly, I'm like, okay, that's enough of you. I don't hate you, but you can't sit at my table anymore. That's it. And I've cut a lot of people out of my life. I have a very small inner circle now. It's really just me and my kids.
Yeah.
It's me and Robbie and the kids and the dogs. It's splooge all over my pants. But
dog splooge.
But I got back from Tahoe and I was like, we got to do something. And I remember even the kids were like, show your feet on OnlyFans. I know. And I was like, well, I've been working on the page to put up the podcast.
Wait, I'm confused. Why put a podcast on OnlyFans?
Because it wouldn't be censored.
But you could do that on Patreon.
I don't know. OnlyFans way better for me. What the fuck am I going to do on Patreon? I had a Patreon when I had my other podcast, and I don't think we ever saw a dollar from that. But if I put a podcast up on OnlyFans, holy fucking shit. People are going to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you put the
especially if I do it in my bikini, Jamie, come on.
I don't know what the OnlyFans is. I don't know what you did.
Well, I didn't do anything. I put a picture up, and within 75 minutes, the lien was paid. So that was why I kept the OnlyFans.
A picture? What type of picture?
A picture of me in a bikini. Again, I've never posted pictures on Instagram of myself at all.
Just in a bikini?
Just in a bikini.
Where did you post the picture?
Where?
Oh, yeah.
Like, where was I standing?
No, where did you post it? On Instagram?
I posted it on Instagram.
And said, join my OnlyFans?
Yes. And that was it. I was like, okay. Oh, wait. Did I even put it on Instagram? Or was it just on OnlyFans?
Hold on. So you did OnlyFans to pay for your lien to start a podcast because Patreon doesn't let you do sexy stuff?
No, that's not why. I didn't do Patreon because I don't know anything about it. And I just thought OnlyFans... You didn't know anything
about OnlyFans either?
No, I didn't. I never even knew it existed.
So
it's
then...
new-ish from what
you know it existed.
No, now I know. I don't know that much about it, to be honest with you. But I do know...
I don't know either. I just heard it's like $2 to $6 a month. That's what my friend told me.
Oh, really? I'm not that cheap.
I
But
know.
I have a free page, too.
But wait, so that one.
It's a fan page.
Hold on. So wait,
it's a fucking fan
it is
page.
a fan. So wait, so you go. I'm so confused. So you go and you start an OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. So you just put yourself in a bikini.
While you talk, I can get all the sweat off of me. Okay. Sorry.
Perfect to be sweating during this convo.
Holy shit, like a whore in church. Sunday, guys. You know what I mean?
It's 68. That's because you're going through M-Pizzle. So listen. So you put a bikini picture.
Oh, don't worry.
on.
I'll make sure I'll put that in my mouth when I start talking.
Just near it is fine. I would never force that. This got weird. Listen. Hold on. So you do the OnlyFans picture. It starts it. How long have you had it?
The page?
You still have it?
I do. It's not what it was, but it's still
Like 2 years you have it?
Maybe 2 years.
And
3,
so you, what I'm saying, asking is, it seems like you're not doing anything other than bikini stuff.
I mean, okay. So in some ways, the OnlyFans page was almost like a political statement on my part.
Oh yes,
in a way.
Get
in a
back
way.
at the system.
In a way.
I like where you're
no,
going.
No, but not
with
even
this.
that. It was like, fuck you. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to work.
I ain't gotta listen to you.
Yeah, I don't need to work for your fucking corporation, your fucking Illuminati,
You let that out.
all that shit. I can. I'm just kidding about that. The Illuminati stuff.
You be
But
free, sister.
I was like, fuck it. I can
all
do
women.
this. And I can, and then I can pay for my podcast. I can pay for UltraFree because we started a t-shirt company. That was like, it was the whole about being free. It's not left, not right. It's like, you can be right. I can be free. That's that's our motto. You can be right. I can be free. Because everybody's so married to being right about their fucking narrative, which keeps changing every fucking day, by the way. So you're never going to be right because the goalposts, you're just going to keep moving.
You started your OnlyFans to be free.
Yes, I did.
Of clothing.
So yes. Well, I only got naked once.
Okay, good for you.
And I did it recently. It was only about, it was maybe last year. And it was when I launched the podcast about, originally we were talking about geoengineering. So I painted my whole body in protest art and nobody would touch it because it said stop geoengineering. And everyone's like, what the fuck's that? And I'm like, well, maybe you need to learn. So stare at my tits and I'll tell you. Because I was covered and stop geoengineering. Because nobody pays attention to the fucking topic. So
Great way to teach history.
Well,
I wish my science teacher did that.
Sometimes you just got to go for it. But anyhow, so yeah, I did do that. And then I also did it. I figured I'm doing these body paint things. I may as well paint myself as a fucking tiger in a cage. And Adriana was always in tiger. And the page, the OnlyFans thing, I always say it's Adriana's fan page because people love her. I mean, I've done a lot of other TV shows, but that's the TV show people really love. So you want to see more Adriana? Go there. And that's where I am.
And did you make good money?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Did you ever talk about how much money you made?
Well, everybody knows the story that I paid off my lien in 75 minutes.
I know. I don't know what that was.
That was $75,000. I needed more money than that, but that was just for the lien.
Did you pay your house off?
No.
So were you making like 100 G's a month?
I think sometimes I might have. Yeah, but I don't, I'm not on the news every day. Huh? I'm not on the news. I was on the news every day and everybody would bring it up. So I was speaking on the news. Like I was like I said, I was the token liberal that would come on and take sides with the Republicans for a year. Mm-hmm. That's basically what I feel like I became within that whole movement of stuff. Mm-hmm. Somehow I was part of a fucking movement, I think we all were when we disagreed with everything.
And so did it hurt? So your agents then dropped you. They dropped you before that.
They dropped me before that, but my manager, like I said, wouldn't respond to any of the press requests. And when he did that, I really saw the entire industry for what it was. I was like, there is not one soul within this fucking industry that has any heart. Everybody's just out for themselves. Like, you're mad that I didn't include you on my OnlyFans page? Like, why? Because it's all over the fucking news right now. You could have handled that press.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have been the person dealing with it. But now I had to go find a publicist. Like, it was so kind of demeaning and weird the way, like, you're my manager. You've managed my life. Not my life, but that part of my career, my public career for so long. And now, okay, so I wasn't a top tier actor. Like, I'm not trying to be some, big.
You have an Emmy.
Yeah, but who cares?
It's great.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool because it was Sopranos, and I love that show, and I.
This is crazy. I want you to think about this for a second. Before, don't, whatever that is you're doing. Don't do that.
Fanning. Don't fan myself.
Don't minimize.
Oh no.
You have an Emmy.
An enemy.
An enemy. You have an Emmy. I know. You have an Emmy, which is arguably from the greatest TV show of all time. Arguably, it's the greatest or top 3. Let's just argue.
Look, I'm not gonna fucking be humble about that.
Yeah,
it's the motherfucking #1 TV show ever.
Time. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. And
there's a lot of shows I love though too.
But no, it's just it's beyond generational. It's Mount Rushmore, and you won an Emmy with the greatest cast of great actors. And now you're on OnlyFans.
But I don't see it like that.
No, I know. I'm not saying you're not going to act. What I'm saying is because you have an opinion.
Yeah.
The industry didn't like your opinion.
No.
And they have this golden goose. And no one took the time to massage you. Or just say, okay, let's just figure this out a little bit.
No, but I really went off on my own. Like, because I never played inside the circle anyhow.
I know, but
I don't know people in our industry. I don't have any actor friends. I really don't know anyone inside Hollywood at all.
I understand that. And I'm saying is, and OnlyFans, I have my own opinions of it. It's much more mainstream now.
Yeah, it's not what people think it is.
And it doesn't seem like it's too crazy what you're doing, but... No. It's just wild. It's just that you could have been protected or navigated a little bit. And it's just wild to me.
Yeah. It's but I was in charge.
I know you were.
No, I understand.
But if somebody said, come on, let's sit down and let's talk about this. That's
all like if I were a manager.
A loving talk.
If I were a manager or an agent or someone within the industry, there are plenty of show creators that are on the same page as we are. Part of it is too that I wasn't someone who was continuously working in the industry. I'm not that person. I'm not someone who's continuously
you didn't want to
jobs.
work as much, you said.
No, I didn't. But I knew that I could when I needed to. I knew that something would happen when I needed it to happen. I would live my life up until the money was low. And then I would be like, all right, I'll take that fucking job. I'll just take that job. Something that I'm not even that interested in, just because I didn't care about my image, my self-image. I didn't care about, I can't be on that show. That's cheesy. Or I can't do this because that's goofy. But I didn't care about my self-image at a certain point. I cared about it when I was young. But once I had kids, it's like, I didn't fucking care anymore. Now I'm going to help them figure out that path for themselves. Like, my shit is what it is, man. I understand what you're saying though, and I appreciate that.
No, but it's also like
I wouldn't want that done to my kids. I wouldn't want them treated the way that. But no one treated me badly because I wasn't in it for someone to really treat me badly. Okay, so my agent dropped me. Fucking big deal. Who cares? Fuck her.
Conversation.
I know, but she wasn't not meaningful enough to me. For me to ever spend even an ounce of my fucking time thinking about it. Yeah, I have my Italian woman moments, like, fuck this fucking cunt, and blah, blah, blah. What a fucking coward. Da, da, da. And then I'm over it. And I'm like, nah, I really don't care. If I saw her on the fucking street, I'd still give her a hug and be like, you're a douchebag in my mind, but I don't have to.
Why fake it?
I wouldn't be faking it.
Why hug somebody that didn't want any of your interest?
Because I can't invest
could just avoid
any
them.
time in. Well, I probably would, but I just can't. You know, I'm also raising 2 kids who can be enraged very easily. You know, I have a kid who's on video games all day. You know what that shit's about. He's fucking screaming it, fuck you.
I agree with that.
You know,
crazy.
so I'm like, I got to teach these kids how to be balanced, not enraged.
Good luck, because GTA 6 is coming out.
Oh, shit. I can't
In
wait. I
November.
want him to have it anyhow. I don't care.
He'll probably
I'll let him do it. I'll let him
probably
do it.
open up your OnlyFans in there or something.
Oh,
This
my
is the
God.
controversial thing I wanted to ask you about. Does your son do the... You said,
No.
Okay.
Okay. Let's set the motherfucking record straight
Yes,
right
'cause
here,
I was
right
like,
now.
I'm on the page with her a lot, and then I read that, and I was like...
No. And, you know, he even said to me, like, just make a post on your Instagram. I'm like, it'll just get buried, but I'll do it. But I'll set the record straight here. So we were doing Robert Eiler's podcast, Robert and Jamie. They were on The Sopranos. And it's a big podcast when he was doing it. And Blackjack was with me. So was my daughter. My son is Blackjack. And Robert goes, what do you think of your mother's OnlyFans? And he goes, I edited some of the pictures, right? And he edited a picture of me where I am a superhero. It's, you know, first of all, like I said, I've only done those 1 naked shots that were the political pictures. I'm wearing a fucking metal, like, bodysuit. Like, I'm fully, like, I would never do anything on there that I wouldn't do in a movie or in a TV show, first of all. So if I'm with a chick in a picture or something, I would do that on film. But I'm not going to do things that I would never do in my acting career on the page. So that's what kept me centered in doing so. Like, and I also, like I said, I don't care about my self-image. Do I care about my sons? Of course I do. So that went viral. When he said that, Mark, Jesus Christ, fucking menopause here. Anyhow, he asked me.
Why did he ask your kid? Hey, what do you think of your mom's
Because
only page, huh?
we're all like family.
I know,
but we make fun of it all.
Okay, good.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to us, it's not that deep.
I know.
Like, it really isn't. But what is fucking deep is what people ended up saying about it when these little out of context clips started to run, and people who don't know my personality and know that I will make jokes about fucking everything, and so will my son.
Good for you.
He's an Italian maniac like me. We're both like, we're very similar, he and I. So, and you know, we'll bicker, and then like we're very passionate, crazy. I'm more level-headed now because I'm 100 years old and he's a kid, you know, 15, all the things happening at that age, you know. He got hit so hard by his fucking friends at school with that, because parents must have been saying things to their kids, and then the kids come to school and they picked on this, you know, mini guinea. I call him my mini guinea.
Great name.
Yeah, he's
Mini
the
Guinea.
mini guinea. He calls
He should
it.
have that as his name.
Dude,
in his
he's
new
got
GTA.
a fucking song out on iTunes.
Mini Guinea.
You got to hear this kid's song.
I love
He
it.
made this song at 14 years old.
Okay.
He's 15 now. His music's changed since then. Now he calls himself Lord Rage.
Okay, good.
So he likes like rage rap shit, right?
He's leaning
But
into it.
he's got a song called Yeah on iTunes and Spotify. He did it all by himself. He put it out by himself. Never talked to me or Shooter or anything. This kid it's just a natural fucking talent. My daughter's a musician too, but he just like did it, put
in
it
his
out.
DNA.
It's just there. Like, he can just fucking do it. He's incredible, you know, and he knows that he's fucking talented. So he's like, I'm just going to fucking play video games. I don't care. But if he really sat there, he would have a whole album out. But he did put this song out. So everybody should go get Blackjack with a money sign. The song is called Yeah, and everyone loves it. People are obsessed with it.
And his name is
Blackjack.
Mini Guinea is his side name.
He's
He's
not.
his Slim Shady.
No, I
Eminem.
call him Mini Guinea.
A Mini Guinea.
I call him the
Okay,
Mini
so
Guinea.
just a second
His name's
record
Blackjack.
straight. Your son doesn't edit your OnlyFans.
No,
He
not at
edited one
all.
superhero picture where you were fully clothed.
Yeah, and then in the fucking episode, we were joking around because I'm wearing a superhero bodysuit.
Bust some balls.
And he goes, "What do I do here? Over here, you got like a wrinkle over here on your leg." And you know, maybe it was my fucking bikini line, and I say that in the fucking thing, and boom.
Okay.
It goes insane. And now child services are supposed to be called. This is what people are saying in comments. I don't read comments. I never have. I don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. But he's a kid. So all of these influencers that he's listening to, they're all saying shit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And he doesn't know how to, it's just a lot of noise. It's a lot of noise, and it's a lot of negative noise, and it's your mother. It took your mama jokes to a whole new fucking level. Do you know what I mean? So no, Blackjack has nothing to do with the OnlyFans page. However, as it was being launched and stuff, they were included in every fucking step of what I did. They knew what pictures were going up in the beginning. They knew, that I was doing a collaboration with another actor, with this and that. Are you guys okay with this? Always. And they were like, yes. They'd sign off on whatever it was that was happening. And that was it. But he's edited other videos and photos that, like he'll do his sister's, like if she's filming something for school, he'll edit stuff. He can edit anything. So no, he's not editing OnlyFans content. He edited one fucking picture of his mother as a superhero, and that's it. And what's fucked up about that entire thing is it caused such a strain, like even between he and I, because I have to be the person to coach him through all these like kind of adverse events, but I'm the fucking reason for it in this particular instance. So it was really fucking hard, He's older now, and he's just like, fuck these kids, but they still make some crazy jokes, and they still say some things that are like, I just can't believe the kids would even say things like this. Like I said, taking your mama jokes to a whole new fucking level.
Oh, yeah. They're animals.
Yeah.
Kids today are absolute
Kids
animals.
today, I mean, they always were.
Oh, they're animals.
The social media, it gives them a fake sense of intelligence that they don't really have because they have no experience. You know what I mean?
Also, and I hate to sound like an old lady, but I do think that we're living in GTA, especially LA. There was a car chase the other day where a guy, there's a car chase every week.
Oh,
and the guys you see these bike
I can't stand it.
People with the motorcycles, they meet up.
Yes.
And there's a dude doing a wheelie, standing on it, chasing the car chase guy. It looked like GTA. And if you're watching that in real life and these people are doing that, and Fast and the Furious is your shrine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little suspended of reality so I believe that people really start to believe, I hate to sound like an old lady, but I feel like this suspension of disbelief is less and less. And it's like people really are acting like video games. So when you say that, I'm a big proponent of that now. I believe this shit. So, and they can be lethal.
Live in those games, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the game
They
world,
literally can. You can live in those games. And
intentional, by the way, I think, to
100%.
destroy these kids.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, getting hit with an EMF, forget about even the content, but just getting hit with that kind of light, the light, the radiation, it's just everything, man. Yeah, it's a lot.
And it's so when you, I mean, it's, well, I'm glad you cleared that up, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be very tough on your
yeah,
children.
I never really addressed it because I have to address it at home with him. But publicly, I'm like, I really don't give a fuck what people think about me publicly. My kids know who I am. Like we're like this, man. And the love I have for my kids, anybody who knows me knows that nothing else fucking matters. Nothing matters. And, part of the other thing with the OnlyFans page was, I needed to be able to stay in California so he could be with his father. And I felt like we were being pushed out of California financially, and I'm not working here anymore. And it's like, why do I need to be here? The politics here suck. Everything sucks. So get the fuck out. So we were looking to leave for a long time, especially over the mandates. And my ex was like, get them out of here. If you got to get them out of here over mandates, then do it. That was in the beginning. But then once all of that fell apart, I was like, no, we're staying, but I can barely afford to stay. So the OnlyFans page was also part of that. But that's like a hard thing to fucking even have to say. But it is the truth, Like I wanted to stay here. Like he's still a kid. He needs to be with his dad and
his life is here.
And I wasn't about to go act. And the only people that hire me to act now are my friends that have been in the same situation as me. Friends that have been fucking ostracized and, I don't know that they're, some of them are my friends and some are just like-minded people. So I did work a bunch this year, but for no money, really.
Mm-hmm. Like a piece of the back end.
No, I didn't even get a fucking piece of the back end.
Movies or TV?
I did a movie and a TV show, and I hope that they, these
Independently?
shows, all independent, but really fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like really fun stuff. I'm not allowed to talk about it, but everyone's favorite mom in TV might have at some point something else to say.
Wait, is that you?
No, I was never TV's
Who's
favorite
everyone's
mom.
favorite mom?
Someone who would work with me, but I'm not allowed to say anything, so I'm not going to say anything. People can guess. But there's a lot of fucking crazy people on the show. It's wild as fuck. A lot of comedians.
Is it canceled? Is the island of canceled toys?
What's that?
Meaning it's a bunch of canceled people?
Oh yes, I thought there was a show
but it's
called
not canceled. It's just like I have a push pull with what you're saying.
How did it work for you?
Well, my OnlyFans launch wasn't as big as yours. I'm on Patreon. Well, I mean, I work, but like, I tell people it's not as many jobs. I don't have an agent or manager, and that was by my doing.
I didn't want to sign with another
because they stink. They're
agent.
lazy. I will only get with somebody that hustles and hustles and hustles and hustles. So I do stuff, but like it's been independent. But like I do want, like I think Obsession is the greatest. It's wild. I believe it completely brought the business back in a new way. The movie Obsession, its success.
I didn't see it.
Well, it's an incredible movie. It's very intense, but it's amazingly made, and it made so much money.
Because it was independent? Is this?
Yes, and it was shot in Burbank, California. So you have the success of that, and then you have this weekend Spider-Man being basically the biggest opening movie of all time. It's only behind Avengers, but it's so you have two wildly successful movies in different ends of the spectrum. And I think that it's all about making something independent, and then Hollywood will again go, okay, because you want Hollywood to use it for its infrastructure. It's all the annoying things that we deal with. There's no pilot season anymore.
No.
And there's no sitcoms.
Thank God.
I know.
Fuck pilot season.
Yeah. I mean, so, but I still love Hollywood, and I'm going to live here because I love it. This is my people. I go to my taco shop. I go to my coffee shop. This is my neighborhood.
Yeah, I can't leave. Man.
Yeah,
I tried.
You go down the street.
I looked
you get
everywhere.
that little market. Yeah, it's our home.
I love it.
It's our home.
I do, and I also can't. I also don't want to believe that everything about it is as nefarious as we were all thinking.
Well, that's a whole other podcast. But like, yeah, I mean, I rock with you so hard because you're saying a lot of the same path that I feel that I've also gone on. But like, what's the point? Like, this is gross and this is not. And then, but they did it. They got me. They got you. You know how? Because they're kind of distracting us enough that we just want to kind of go play in the sandbox again, which is crazy. And it's like nothing changes. Grab a White Claw. I mean, it's really cyclical. Like, I do believe that Hollywood is going to come full circle. Do I think that people are going to be mad at some of the stuff I said? Yeah, I don't give a shit because I believe it. And there's a lot of people that believe like me and like you. And I think we're all one move away. So you can have a hit. Your independent thing can get sold to Apple TV. Boom. You know what I mean? I don't think, like, I just think the audience is all I care about. And Hollywood, it is against their religion. They cannot turn away money. So if you're making money and they don't believe your politics at all and you're killing it, they want their nose in it. It's just the truth, and you know it. And but you don't need Hollywood as much. I'm already known. You're already known. But I like to be, involved with shit. But it's like a clip on a podcast will get way more press than it will a little piece in InStyle magazine.
You remember the days of fucking magazines?
Yeah, 100%.
That was so cool back then.
And it's like, I want to tell people, it's like, I love Fox News. They call me all the time and have me on. My publicist pitched me to CNN. They don't even return her emails. MSNBC doesn't even know she exists. Like, so I want people that are very different than me on this pod. The reason they're not here is because they don't want to do it. I'm open. And if that's what's crazy.
Yeah, and you're so kind and you're not like you're not an asshole.
Thank you.
I mean, I would be loving everybody who had a different opinion than me. I don't care.
Yes.
I don't even have an opinion, man. I'm just trying to understand things. I just want to understand. I'm not even saying I know what's happening. All I'm doing is continuously trying to get more information just to understand.
I know, but what we're in a place in our life now that you asking a question. I had a discussion with somebody who I really like, and the fact that this person thought I was talking to people that he didn't ride with, that he labeled me a certain way. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to find out what the truth is here or what this person is. You know, it's like, you know, the great polarizer, let's go to Trump. I don't know everything about Trump. I'm not Johnny Political. But there are things that I like that he does, and there's things that I like that he doesn't do. There's also things that Biden did that I liked. I mean, look at all this wild stuff that Hunter Biden did, right? You thought that dude right now would be under a dumpster on 9th and Amsterdam. That was a deep cut for her, okay? You know there was rats up there. I don't think that guy would be above a dumpster in Alphabet City. I'm thinking of myself getting a slice at 3 a.m. in Alphabet City. That's where I would see his in my mind. He is doing the biggest comeback. He's everywhere, Hunter Biden.
Didn't he do an interview with Candace Owens?
He's doing interviews with everyone. So
why?
By the way, this couch is open, dog. But like
I want to be here for that.
I'm sure we're wildly different. But like, the fact that there's so many people that don't like what he did and what his laptop and what is that and all this crazy shit. And he's just being, you know, back in society. And, you know, they gave him a shower. They closed his beard. So it's like.
Is it amnesia?
Here's what it is. It's just like this. It's like people are going, why are people celebrating this week? Well, because in his diary, Dr. Fauci was saying, I'm going to go meet a Kardashian.
I know.
I'm the biggest celebrity on the block. Like, he literally wrote this shit like a 13-year-old fucking girl.
It's so fucking bizarre, man.
And now he wrote shit in there of what people were going to get, how they were going to get sick, how the measles shit. And they can't accept that there was nefarious intent.
Is that fucking diary even? Who fucking keeps a diary?
What 80-year-old man keeps a little diary in a lockbox? Here, you guys want to go steady? Is he 13? But if you say that, you are a racist. You are a racist.
White nationalist right here.
That's insanity. You're not even white. You're an Italian.
Oh, I love when you say that. I'm not white. I'm Italian.
Because I want to tell everybody, to the people, the Jews don't consider themselves white. The blacks don't consider themselves white. Well, we know it. And the Italians, the Italianos don't consider themselves white. No, they are not.
If you're down south.
If you're Sicilian, that's a whole other ball game. The Italians and the Sicilians have to get together and make sure they're cool with each other.
Yeah, you couldn't even be an Italian actor. No, I'm a Neapolitan, which is right there. It's right down.
Yeah. So you're right by the boot.
Yeah.
Okay, to heel it.
But yeah, I wasn't even allowed to have an Italian last name when I first started out. Speaking of managers, they were like, you have to change your last name. How about Zal? I was like, the fuck is that? My father's like, I will fucking disown you if you change your last name. I was like, okay.
Good for him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. It's that you're called a white nationalist. There's all these labels, and it's like.
Oh, it's insane. I'm a homophobe. I'm a white nationalist.
Why are you a homophobe?
It happened to my boyfriend, too, when he was in his old band.
Big Rob?
And, yeah, a lot of the fans were saying shit about.
What did you do that you were a homophobe?
Well, we had a T-shirt with a gun on it that said anti-bullshit. I'm sorry.
Is that homophobic?
Why are people? Well, it was about because it meant that if we cared about gun rights, or that we were even making a political funny commentary on not being a bullshit artist. Not even political. I'm sorry. Anti-bullshit can relate to just about anything. But then what happened to bands like Guns N' Roses, the Velvet Revolver, the Sex Pistols? I'm sorry. Because we have a gun on a fucking logo, because we're living in this time right now.
Because you have a gun, they consider you...
Yes. So
a Klan member?
His fans believe that was his political ideology. He doesn't give a fuck about politics. It's not a political guy.
Bands have guns in all of them.
No shit. But all of a sudden, everybody's holier than thou. Everybody's precious. Everyone's looking for a reason.
Rappers have guns.
For a reason to hate somebody. So they picked on him. I mean, that's not why he left his band, but that was a thing that I witnessed also. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. And I know people say crazy shit about me, but I don't look at it. But I did see some of the shit they said about him because people sent it to me. I won't let anyone show me what people are saying about me.
Well,
I mean, I some big fucking podcasters and people like us, I'm not a big podcaster, but I mean, they went after me. People said people who I thought were on the same side as me.
Who's a big person that went after you?
Oh, it was the two podcasters that said mean shit when I did the OnlyFans page.
Who?
Were Ben Shapiro and Tim Pool. And it was kept from me.
I like those guys. I just did their pod.
That's good.
You guys, you should have her on right now.
It's okay.
Would you go on there?
Originally, when that thing that Tim Pool
They've always been cool to me. You guys don't do that.
It's okay. It's okay. Everybody's limited with their own belief systems, and that's okay. I was just surprised that they were.
Sorry.
I was surprised that they were limited. I thought we were working towards something that was much bigger than the social issues at that point, like caring about whether or not somebody was the right kind of Christian or the right kind of, I don't know. I mean, a lot of hooker comments and shit like that. I was like, great, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to be a fucking hooker to Hollywood, though.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Hollywood did that. What they write about you, though, there is something that's very interesting.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't
have it.
I don't usually do this.
Wait, you have it?
And we naturally talked about all this stuff, which is amazing.
You have a notes over there.
Well, I only do this because I just don't even follow you that much, but when I see you, I'm like, oh, we're aligned. And then I think that you kind of know me, and you're like, okay, we're aligned. And I'm like, I got to talk to her. And when I DM'd you, you wrote me back, and you were so nice. You're like, let's do it. And there is something, though, that the internet is talking about, and I like to ask you this question.
About me?
Yeah.
Oh.
We talked about the mafia.
I wouldn't even fucking know if
I'm
anybody's
gonna
saying shit about me.
We talked about the mafia, and we talked about the vax and the OnlyFans, and we cleared up the incident with your son and how you're raised in New York. All this stuff is on there that naturally came out. There is something going on about you that I would like to know.
Uh-oh.
And it's from ChatGTP.
Oh.
And one of the things it says is after you get your credits and your filmography, and it says, rarely shaves her pits. And so
my pits are on your white couch right now.
I'm sneaking peeks this whole every 10 minutes trying to see the pit. And I think the pit's clear.
No.
No!
Oh, they're fucking hairy. My whole OnlyFans page is about my hairy armpits. I'm kidding. It's not.
Wait, so there's hair in that pit?
I will never shave my fucking pits. It's not true. I shave them for certain TV shows and stuff.
There's hair in those pits?
There's hair. I'm not really hairy now that I'm old.
Stop saying you're old. There's hair in those pits.
There's hair in those motherfucking pits.
And this is no disrespect to everybody watching and to you, but I'm gonna are you a 70s chick, if you know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. No, I'm clear.
Okay.
I was
clear for landing?
I'm clear because it's
clear
also
for landing?
Clear.
Okay.
But not completely clear. Let's not get
clear
crazy.
For landing. We're coming in.
Let's not get crazy.
Coming and landing. Okay, got that. Hold on a minute. Let's go back here because you're such a woman. And you're so feminine. What are you doing with this hair and these
Listen,
pits?
I joke around that I was the first
This is this is why their libs are gonna jump for you. And they're gonna go, yay, girl.
But I was always a fucking dirty hippie.
I don't see that.
I was always a dirty hippie, man. I put my makeup on, but I won't shower for a fucking week.
I get that.
You know.
Not the makeup part, the not showering. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I
you don't
got a
smell.
lot of fucking hair. No, I don't smell.
There's a lot of big movie stars that do not shower and don't smell.
Yeah, I don't smell. I keep it all fucking. I keep everything tight. Everything's fucking clean.
Well, hold on. I haven't even seen that hair pop out. There's no hair there.
Oh my God, it's hairy. I trim it. Sometimes I trim it.
That's not hair.
But I won't shave. Why I won't shave? I'm not going to get a fucking rash. I don't need that rash under my arms. Imagine shaving your fucking... You know what?
No, I
Shave
thought
your
this
pits
was...
and see what it feels like for a week.
I thought this was a whole, this was a fucking
It used to be
bush.
when I was a kid.
Okay.
My friend, my trainer at the gym used to go, yo, Dre, you got fucking buckwheat in a headlock?
Yeah, that's an old joke. But wait a minute. Okay, so, but you're not against it. It's just like a lazy thing.
I'm a little against it because I don't want a rash. I don't like that.
That's it. You're just against rashes.
Fuck that feeling.
But you are feminine. Even though you're like tough, you're very feminine. But you are very rocky. You're like a rock chick. But
yeah, but I was always a real fucking hippie, man. And that's where it came. That's where the I won't get vaccinated came from.
Yes.
So I'm like, so how are you putting me into this like psycho-conservative mode when all I am is just like a fucking witch in the woods?
Well, don't want to say that. You're not a witch part.
No, but a lot of witches got bad raps. Like, no, I'm not an evil. I'm not a witch at all.
Well, there are witches.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I'm just using.
Well, I know, but
words that sound good together. Witch in the woods.
Well, WW, but no, but you are into chemtrails. You're like me. You do believe in all these direct energy weapons, correct?
Yes.
All this stuff, the fires.
But it's not believing. It's just it's there.
I know,
there's proof of everything.
But they don't accept it. They don't accept it.
Then they'll call you a witch for that.
Yes. So what
witch hunts were always about not allowing anyone to have any fucking power, unless you're really an evil fucking witch, and that's a different situation. But if you're a woman who knows what to do with certain herbs and how to cook or how to take care of your family without, sucking the fucking big government cock, that makes you a fucking witch.
Wait, if you don't suck the government cock,
right,
you're a witch.
Right. It's a witch hunt. There's always been witch hunts. And I don't think a lot of those people were necessarily doing, heresy, all of the things that are called heresy now. Like now I'm starting to look at everything. Now I want to look at every secret society. I want to understand everything because I have a fucking feeling that what's in there is not heresy. It's just how the people in power use that stuff for their fucking benefit, but we're not allowed to have any fucking power or sovereignty.
Preach. I don't know enough, and the comments will educate me. But
the comments,
yeah, they're very good. They're very smart. Is that the witch stuff that I'm learning? And my friend Flip, this is your joke, but I'm not going to do it right. And he talks about how lunar cycles. Lunar was the moon, and they came up because witches or people the women that they burn at the stake. They came lunar cycle because it did the words crazy moon bitch didn't work. But like something with I totally butchered your joke, bro. But it's basically that the lunar. I think a lot of that stuff was going on with periods, menstruative cycles, and women were very emotional, and they were considered these wild things. I don't know enough about it.
Oh, do you want to hear something crazy about that?
Yes, I do.
I don't know about the lunar cycles. Right now I'm trying to understand the moon from like 30 different perspectives.
If it's even there.
Everyone has a crazy idea on the moon right now.
Yes.
But there's this old Freemason who wrote all these books.
Besides the pits were very aligned. But the pits weren't even bad.
I mean,
I don't think that's a terrible pit. I thought this shit was fucking Janis Joplin, 1970s, God rest her soul.
I
I don't even know if Janis shaved him or not. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, this isn't bad.
No, it's not bad.
So there was this Freemason that started writing all these books on the Holy Grail, on the Ark of the Covenant, on Mary Magdalene. And he has this theory. I don't know if it's just his theory. He was a high-ranking Freemason, but I don't know if he actually, some people will dispute that he was, but he was hired by the royals. His name's Lawrence Gardner. He was hired by some family in England, maybe the royals, maybe not, to do some sort of ancestry, genealogy stuff. And when he was studying that, he couldn't help but notice all of these, especially if he's in those Masonic libraries and he has access to information that none of us are allowed to fucking know.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it, I think that the decent part of it has to do with us knowing who we are, remembering where we come from, knowing that we have power. I think that was always God's message. I don't think it was anything other than that. But they have to keep us embedded in religion and in this control grid continuously, and keep us small and afraid and all of that stuff.
The small thing is resonating with me a lot lately.
Yeah, but this guy, this thing is fucking crazy. He says, I'm gonna get this wrong, but all of the blood in religion. He also is a believer that I guess he believes sort of in the astronaut theory. Not astronaut. Jesus, again.
Astral projection?
No, that the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki.
Anunnaki, yes.
That we are, been hybridized by this, ancient celestial, whatever. The whole Bible is written about that, according to other writers like Mauro Biglino. I mean, wild shit. But Lawrence Gardner says that starfire, which is what turned into the bread of Christ and the bread and all of the biblical teachings and stuff, that it was originally this practice of breeding these women that were Anunnaki goddesses. And they would feed that blood, their period blood, to the gods, who were the fallen angels in the book of Enoch, in like the Bible, in Genesis, all this crazy shit. And that's how, when you're like, well, why did this guy live so long? Why did this guy live for so long? Why was this person 600 years old? Who does that? Well, this is a fairy tale. This is crazy. Supposedly, it was that period blood, which they call the starfire ritual, which they were eating. And I don't know if all of this has all become bastardized over the years, turned into ritual, turned into sacrifice. Who the fuck knows? But according to this guy, it sounds like it started off as a very just a normal practice for longevity of these gods that were running the world. And if you take it a step farther and you look at this other guy's book, Mauro Biglino, and he reads the Bible, and he was the translator for the Vatican for years. And then they kicked him out. He says that everything is literal. The meaning of everything is literal. There's no he's saying he takes all the symbolism out. I'm still trying. Right now, I'm like, Jesus Christ, Biglino. Like, I need to have some faith in something here. But the theories are wild. I think that somewhere there's a balance in the middle of these things. Give me the theory of
this guy.
Biglino, like the Ark of the Covenant, is just a radio station and a directed energy weapon.
Well, let's just go back. So Starfire was the ritual of eating period blood.
Yeah.
And that gives you more health.
It has something to do with the pineal gland.
See, this is what's crazy. And I'm trying to make it so simple. I mean, when I first heard that women were cooking their placenta in omelets, it was disgusting. But that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I do believe home birth is the healthiest. There are women, like, I'm going to tell you as a guy, I don't give a shit if you're on your period. In fact,
live with someone.
It's weird because I don't want to see your hairy pit. But I don't give your blood, let's go. Like, I'm about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
Well, that's how it is because it's natural. And
Robbie doesn't care either.
I don't think any dude cares if Aunt Flo is in town.
Do you want to drink it?
I've never been that dude. But you know what? If you're on your period, it's part of life.
Fucking
guess what?
Rusty pennies.
You're not pregnant. You're not preg. So, but Yeah, there are some people that like to go to the Y, the diner of the Y, when that happens. But, like, you know, rest his soul, Old Dirty Bastard was a big believer in not just blood, period, blood. That was
really?
Yeah, he was big. He rapped about it a lot.
Really?
And so, O.D. Bizzle, not far from you, from the cuisines. What I'm trying to say is it's natural for a woman to bleed. Is there a lot of energy and minerals probably involved in that? Yes, there is. So there's the dark version of that, and there's the natural cycle of femininity.
I remember what Matt said to me, LeBlanc, once. He's so funny. When we were on set, I was like, dude, I'm on the rag. He goes, never trust something that bleeds for a week and doesn't die.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that joke.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
But, yeah, I mean, so it doesn't sound crazy to me that this was a thing back then because of all of the dark stuff we're hearing in the secret society and the extending of the life. It basically goes to this. How can I black pill the normies? And how can I take wild information that you said to me that's not that wild and make it digestible to a woman at Costco who's in her 50s? Let me explain what she's saying to you. And this all goes back to the simple experiment of two things. The Harvard mice experiment and Peter Thiel.
Oh.
Okay. So Harvard mice is a very simple experiment. You can look it up. There was an old mouse. He was dying. They took a young mouse and they sewed that mouse onto that old mouse. So he would then have the same bloodstream.
Wow.
The younger mouse stayed young and the older mouse got younger.
Wow. I don't know this.
100% true. Young blood, young plasma, young youth. Eat the body of Christ. You will be reborn again. All these symbolisms. There's some truth to that. Yeah. Peter Thiel had a company. This is documented. Where all the guys in Silicon Valley were getting young blood that was commissioned. And they would do oil changes and you become...
Wait a second. You're saying that...
And stem cells are the same way. I can take you to a clinic right now for $3,500 that will actually tell you that the cells are clean and not some crazy ass shit. And it's all legal and it's supposed to give you a fucking new lease on life. What were you going to ask me?
I mean, yes, I think that that ancient
all of
ritual...
that has to go to everyone wanting to live forever and the youth. So there's nefarious versions of that. There's healthy versions of that. There's shit right now where you can see people talking about what's in this skin product, and it's fucking dark where this products come from. Some of it from, in the Fauci testimonies, they talk about aborted fetal tissue.
Yeah.
So
but wait, tell me more about Peter Thiel. How do we know this part? What is this? I don't know this story. I mean, I have my feelings about this person.
He had a company. You know, there's a lot of people talk about him. He's a polarizing figure, but I don't know enough about him. But I do know for the fact that he's a big,
The reptile.
You think he's a reptile?
I mean, his name's an anagram, is it not? Is it the reptile? Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I don't know. That's a word that was worrisome to me when the opening 2 days of Trump's administration was about Oracle and Palantir, and I thought to myself, here we go.
Whoa. Oh, now we're really going there.
Yeah, I keep my mouth shut on that shit.
You just didn't.
I know. I don't really care, to be honest with you, because I don't have any power. So no one gives a fuck about what I have to say. So...
You're on the Jamie Kennedy pod.
Well, I know. I said it on your fucking show. Damn it. Can you guys fucking subscribe to my show too, please?
Yes.
So that I...
Wait, the Oracle is so true. And Palantir.
Yeah, those guys are... And you know what? Now I'm getting off topic, and I'm going to say it just because what the fuck. But I'm really interested.
I mean, you already let your kid edit your OnlyFans. You might as well go all the way. Joke.
I'm really interested
picture.
It was one fucking picture,
one
guys.
Picture.
And I'm a superhero.
Okay.
And I was his fucking superhero.
Yes.
showing them that you don't fucking back down when they want to fucking kick you under the fucking couch and shit. You got to come out fucking fighting like a scrappy motherfucker.
Yes.
I mean, his grandfather is Waylon Jennings. Come on. You know, his father's Shooter Jennings. We all had to go up against everything, all of us, to have our careers.
Trailblazers.
And then there's my dad. There's my daddy and my mom. But I'm really interested in the technocrats versus the globalists, and who are they going to, because I know there's contention between both, but then there's, I don't know, that's a whole other part.
What's the globalist difference between a technocrat?
Well, you would think, like, you know, Trump was like, drain the swamp, we're going against the globalists, which I know he's doing, and people are still just, I personally feel that the lowest hanging fruit is Israel. So they continuously go, Israel. It's Israel's fault. And it's like, no, I think that there's something behind that. And we're using a people to fucking cover up the truth. And the real people behind that are, as you know, as white as fucking day. Maybe not just white, but I mean, they're just, they march to the beat of a different drum. These are not people that are running countries. There's something behind the whole Israel narrative. Mm-hmm. So I think that's just a cheap shot for people to stay focused on. That's just my personal opinion. I could be totally wrong. But
Ben Shapiro's going to like you now.
Oh, he will like me. I was just on the Daily Wire, as a matter of fact. I was like, you guys sure you want to interview me? But the girl was so nice, and they did a really nice
I think you guys would get along. So wait, let's go back, because you just went like 17.
I know, I always do. It's why my
here's
podcast
what I want to
is
say
crazy. But I do think that there's a difference.
The technocrats want to live forever, and they're building AI.
Well, so do the globalists.
Well, I don't know the difference.
I don't either, and I do think that I have to figure that out.
Here's
at some
what
point.
it is.
Maybe I just need to start acting again, so I shut the fuck up.
No,
someone hire me.
I think you should act and still be able to have these opinions. This is not crazy. It's very simple. Here's what's happening. This is my 2 cents. Whatever we are, whoever put us here, this is sim. This is a sim land. Okay? And we were taught everything and done everything so that we could build up the earth, right? For, let's say, 150 people on the earth, right? And so everyone was their bitch. And now the earth is pretty built. And so now they're building up AI. And AI is pretty close to taking over.
I think AI is ancient.
It could be. That's another thing I have to learn about. Bottom line is, AI will be running everything. All humans will be taken out of the equation. And you got all of these 8 billion meat bags.
I know. When you listen to like.
So the question is, what's going to happen?
I have two ways of thinking about it, because I have kids who are artists who don't want to hear about AI.
But Terminator is a documentary.
Right.
The Matrix is a documentary. That's all I can tell you. Like, call me in 2030.
But what if? I was listening to Elon Musk too the other day, which I still don't understand. I don't understand anything. I really don't.
What do you mean?
The more I know, the less I understand. That's how I feel.
That's a smart person.
Yeah, it's insane.
That is a beautiful soul right there, because that means that you're open to learning.
Yes, but I get frustrated, because it's like there's just so much. It's endless information.
I know,
I'm trying to figure
much.
out where it overlaps, especially with religion and secret societies and our origins. It's not about trying to understand the secrets of the universe. It's more just trying to understand where the fuck we come from and what we're supposed to do right now as humans.
That's a whole other conversation. But I want to keep you focused. I want to help you on one thing.
Okay.
On what I believe. I believe that. The opening of CERN was very fucking shady.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that, I tell this to everyone, that Satanism is a real religion, just like Judaism, Catholicism, and people don't believe it's real. And I believe that is a prevailing thing on this earth. And for example, as awake as you are, you're participating in it right now and you don't even know.
In what?
I
in what
probably am
aspect?
too, but I have to go down and get all the symbols to understand where I am and not. But you are participating in it for sure right now, and you don't even realize it.
Well, I think part of the reason why I have
Ask me how.
Oh, you said you have to go downstairs and get the symbols, though.
No, I have to be aware of the symbols.
Oh, how? How?
Well, first of all, the simplest thing on your phone.
Okay.
What do you see?
The apple.
Yeah. You
Okay.
have to bite out of it.
Right.
That's just known. That's a basic.
Back to what we were talking about early on in the episode about Hollywood and what I thought of it and then what I think of it now. When I thought about it back then, I was like, this is all satanic. Everything is fucking horrific. Everybody's fucking bought and sold. Everybody's subscribing to this evil fucking narrative. And now, because, you know, with the podcast that I'm doing, I'm started out talking about stuff that was happening in the world. And now I'm drifting off into what's happening behind everything. So I'm looking at a lot of religion stuff right now, and I haven't started talking about it yet on the show, but we will be. I look at my own symbols on my own body from the past. The Eye of Horus.
You have that?
I do.
Why?
I'm trying to figure out why
See
myself.
how she gets you?
But I'm
Do that
trying.
smile. That's your smile, boy. You can suck in a whole nation with that thing. It is so inviting.
No, I
No,
have
but you're
crooked
like,
teeth.
you're like
My
Jamie.
buck teeth.
But then you got
Oh
this
my
Eye of Horus.
No, but hold on. And
You-
then hold on. There's more Egyptian on me. I have Sekhmet.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, it's a goddess with the sun disk and the snake. Okay, so there's that.
Why do you have this shit?
Hold on.
You're from Queens.
I don't know why. So I have this stuff all over my house. I've had this bracelet since I'm 15 years old. It's an ankh. So my house is covered in crucifixes. It is. I was raised Roman Catholic. I went to a Jesuit school. All the things. All of the fucking things, right? My mom's a playwright. She wrote about damnation over and over again within the church, the hypocrisy, everything. So I don't know why I have this stuff, but I have some kind of pull towards Egypt. And I feel it and I know it, even though I'm a huge Jesus freak. I love Jesus Christ, right? This is like to me, he's just the coolest.
So you feel yourself being pulled to Egyptian stuff.
Yes, but then, so forget about that for a second. And now I'm going to look at my kids. I'm going to look at my daughter, who's a musician, and she's goth, right? She's into all the goth stuff, which is all like, you know, it's dark stuff, but she's an angel. Like, this is another person, but she, you know, came to this place already she always liked like Halloween and spooky stuff. She came here with all of this stuff, like when she was little, you know, and now she's an adult and all she does is spread light and love.
How old is she?
To everyone. She's 18.
Okay.
And she is different than other kids in a weird way. She is nothing but love. There's no judgment. There's nothing. It took me 54 years to become who I am. She came here already this way. It's amazing to watch. And I'm like, who are you? But if someone were to watch her do a music video, whatever it might be, or see her dressed in her goth like garb and everything, automatically they're going to go, look at Dre and her satanic family and her satanic fucking Eye of Horus and her satanic daughter and her, you know, all of these symbols, because it's not sticking with traditional Christian narrative. Even though I consider myself a Christian, or at least I used to, or I'm, you know, right now I'm still just trying to figure things out right now. I'm a Jesus follower. That's all I have to say. So we would all get demonized like that. And I look at, you know, Instagram when I open up my phone sometimes, and I only look at the first 5 posts that show up on my phone whenever I look at Instagram, because after that I'm fucking bored. And sometimes it'll be all about satanic Hollywood. And some of these videos are compelling. They really are fucking compelling. They're amazing. Like the correlations and the numbers and the geometry, like everything is so wild. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to save this one and research it because this is insane. And then I'm like, ugh. And then I think about myself, and I think about what people would say about us. And I'm like, it's not everyone. There might be a select few, but it is not fucking everyone that's out there. And I think that it softened me once again to Hollywood and be like, I don't think that everybody that operates inside this industry, granted, the creation of anything that's in entertainment, even though it's so much fun, you're right, we're always participating. If we're at a Coliseum watching people fight, it's no different than watching the gladiators or, it's always a big distraction. I mean, all of the crazy correlations that, what do they say about a soccer ball? That there's some fucking weird thing about the soccer ball. I mean, all of it has this, we can assign Satanism to every fucking thing out there if we want to.
I want to add to that. Like, I know what you're saying. I don't think most people are in Hollywood nefarious. Not at all. I do think that it was set up.
It's a lot of dummies, though.
A huge amount of dummies. I think it was set up probably by secret societies. Was also 5 Jewish fur traders, but and I think that they probably started it normally as a business, and then there's a lot of influence. Who knows who came in at one point? But I do think there's a lot of the CIA can be involved.
Oh my God, 100%.
And the record labels. So I think there's people at the top that know what's up. I think most of us are just peons in the game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of beautiful people and great people. I think most people are. But I think there's some key players that probably are involved with knowing what messaging to put out. I'm just going to say, I'm not even saying dark shit. I'm just saying knowing the messaging. As far as the parties and all that shit, I don't know anything about that. Like I said, I've never been, but like I've seen drugs and sex. That's it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if you participated in that, which God knows, like I've had my fair share of drugs in my lifetime. Like that doesn't make me.
I said drugs and sex.
That too.
Okay.
But I always had
I said
boyfriends.
Drugs and sex together. Listen, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like there's nothing wrong with people doing drugs and sex. Is it a little heathenous? Yeah, it is.
Does it make you a fucking Satanist?
No,
and that's the thing.
No.
So when I look at my kids too, I'm like, shit. Like just because they're gonna go off the rails and do certain things at some point and be into things that might not be the perfect Christian narrative, especially right now, while society is just looking at everybody through a fucking microscope, and everyone is married to their fucking hatred and judgment. And I feel like there's got to be a little bit of grace right now for certain things,
For everything. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. I think Hollywood is a place where dreams come true. It is a great place. There is a lot of bullshit, but there's also mostly great people. But there's a lot of people. There are some there's definitely weirdos. We all know that.
Yeah.
But there's do I think there's a narrative that comes down 100%? But
I don't want to be fatalistic about the rest of our life. We only have a little bit of time left. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, well, not if we.
But then when you think about Walt Disney, it's like, oh man,
that's a whole other.
I know, and my daughter loves Disney.
Well, they got her.
Yeah, but no.
They got her.
No, because she doesn't believe in bullshit.
No.
She believes in the fantasy and the imagination and.
But whether you know it or not,
if she believes in love, she can't.
Yes, but I'm not saying that. But there's a lot of symbolism that Disney is just all over the world.
Yeah.
That is definitely
100%.
I mean, she grew up on Disney. I'm not saying she's not a critical thinker, but she loves Disney because she grew up on it. So it's just about you can still appreciate it, but you can recognize that, oh man, I thought this was one thing and it could be something else.
Yeah. I mean, also I'm her mom and her dad's her dad, and we're super hip to to a lot of shit. So she'll love what she loves, but that's the thing. And I think watching her in that way too, she can find the balance. And that's the one word I teach at my house over and over again is balance. Like whatever it is that's happening in the world, you've got to find balance within every single little fucking aspect that you're dealing with.
Yes.
So even if you want to love Disney, like, just keep your wits about you.
Yes.
Don't go down the fucking rat hole. Don't go underground when you're there. Just stay above ground. Don't follow Mickey into the tunnel.
Well, I never even saw it, but Monsters Inc. they say is a crazy storyline.
I've heard it too. I've never seen it either.
But
some people will say we're crazy.
Most people will say I'm crazy.
Well, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it. You're like,
unsee
oh,
it.
like Zootopia was a great one about society. Like
I heard this.
Yeah, it's good.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I think this is a good place. You've given me so much time. You went from being hot to being chill.
I'm not sweating
You're
now.
not sweating anymore.
Can you guys filter the episode with like a nice matte filter
You don't need it, but we can do whatever you want.
Because I don't want to be a sweaty guinea with hairy armpits on your fucking couch.
That's a good upsell for your OnlyFans. Tell people about your pod, where they can find you.
UltraFree.co.
And where's it going to be? Is it on OnlyFans? You're not going to make it free?
No. It's
UltraFree.co. Here's your monthly subscription.
Yeah.
Can't be have it free.
That's it. It's UltraFree.co. No, it's on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. But it's on it's on the T-shirt website.
Good. Look at you promoting it.
Yeah.
UltraFree.co.
Look at the fucking back. You'll love
look at the back. Oh my gosh.
Can you see what it says?
Well, all I see is Egyptian stuff again.
It says, "Make the Anunnaki mine gold again." They're going to come after me now.
So I don't know. Either she's doesn't realize how much symbolism she has, or she's a reverse psyop. I don't know yet.
Well, I have no money,
and then
so I'm clearly not a
thing
reverse
with your
psyop.
hair, which is like what they used to do back in the day. Cleopatra did that. So you could just be, and you're being pulled to Egypt. So you could be many things. Watch her pod.
I'm not pulled to it in a bad way.
No.
I want to understand where we come from.
Yeah, I think that's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
You're so generous with your time.
Sunday. I'm going to go eat pasta now.
Anyone's talking. They're blockers. That's not why I came to Hollywood. Fucking backwards. Bullshit.
I hate to break it to you.